I overall super proud of the team in terms of their reaction from the previous two games. We showed real grit and resilience and desire, and I thought we defended so much better than we have done in the previous games. And we've conceded off arguably a mistake, and that's really uncharacteristic. And listen, she had studs on, so there's nothing I can even say. She slipped, and that's unfortunate. But to only concede that goal and really compete and obviously go down to 10, which I have to say, I thought the rules were when it hits the referee, she is supposed to stop the game and blow the whistle, which she didn't. So that's disappointing, but we've lost a player and we've still stayed in the game, and we've created chances and corners, and they obviously got stronger when we had 10. But listen, they're up there in terms of competing for this league as an established team, and we've gone out there and competed after 13 weeks. So I have to be really proud of our performance this evening.
Great. We'll open it up. If you're online, please raise your virtual hand, but we're going to start here with questions. Go ahead.
You're okay. Coach, is there any reason as to why Dal Kemper and McNabb didn't make the squad today?
Dal Kemper was COVID protocols, and McNabb was suspended because she had 2 yellows, so they weren't available.
Okay, so there was obviously a lot going on tonight. People were and maybe so after dark to the max. For you, how did you kind of keep that composure with your team, or just try to keep them on track during this second half?
I think because I believe in them, and I think it's my job to keep that composure. I don't think I kept much composure when Kelsey got sent off, because I felt the referee touching the ball set them on the attack, which then meant Kelsey made a late challenge. And listen, that's on her, but the referee should have stopped the game. That's the rule. The rules are the rules. We need to be better at adhering to the rules. So that's disappointing, but there was so much grit, desire from both teams. I thought it was a really good advert of this league, and I think it set us up really well moving into the regular season. Go for it.
Hey, Coach, what was the thinking regarding Alex Morgan coming off at the start of the second half?
Yeah, that was a forced change. She had tightened up, and obviously we don't want to risk that. So it was enforced, and I thought Jodie Taylor came on and ran her socks off and did really well for us and held the ball up and got us up the pitch. So yeah, it's disappointing to lose Alex at half time, but it was nothing we could do about that.
Do you think you are ready for the next season today?
Do you think so?
I'm asking you.
I think so. I think we've competed with a very good team today. I'm not getting carried away. I know it's one game, and we've obviously conceded too many goals in this group. It's something we've tightened up. We did tighten up on that today. I'm really proud of our defending, and we created chances. But hopefully we gave, the San Diego community something to be really proud of and something to get behind going into Houston next week.
And what about Katie Johnson? Why wasn't she on the field?
COVID protocols. Yeah, COVID is rife at the moment, unfortunately.
Tom online, go ahead.
Coach, I'm curious what you thought of the interaction between Fishlock and Turnbow. It didn't look too pleasant, where she's bending over her and seemed rather hostile.
I wasn't best pleased with it, to be honest, because I thought Kelsey was fouled in the first place. She was pulled back by Fishlock, which is a foul. Then the foul gets given against Kelsey, and then a senior player leaning over a rookie like that. Interesting for me, really interesting. I wouldn't accept that from one of my players.
And Coach, following up that, I was happy to see Turnbow, even though she's a rookie and Fishlock is the MVP, she didn't take any guff from her, and she maintained her aggressiveness.
Yeah, listen, Kelsey's an incredible young talent, and we call her the Turnbow train for a reason, because she is aggressive. She goes out there and she competes every single week, and she kind of sits on the line of, sometimes a little bit too much. So we have to kind of make sure that she's aggressive but controlled. But yeah, she didn't get bullied out there, and I was really proud of her tonight, despite the red card. I said to her, don't worry about it. These things happen. She shouldn't have got sent off. If the first yellow is not a yellow because she's been fouled, and B, the referee should stop the game when it hits her. So for me, it was officiating that was the issue tonight.
Anyone else here? Yeah, go ahead.
Coach, unfortunately, Morgan came out in the first half, but she's currently leading the Challenge Cup in shots on goal. How reliable has she been up front throughout the entire cup?
Yeah, listen, Alex has been incredible for us. I think she's in the best form she's been in for the last 2 years. I think she's really putting a marker down. I think, internationally, I think she'll definitely be looking at getting back in that squad because she's been up there in terms of assists and goals. And listen, she's leading the way for us at the moment, and I've been really pleased with her performances. So I'm sure Vlatko's looking and looking at the options that he's got available to him.
Last quick question, Casey, just with the season, a preseason, you know, obviously your family's here and you're just kind of taking it all in. How would you just say, like, you've described just so far what it's been like for you as you're leading this club and still developing that?
I love you too. It's been overwhelming to start with because obviously my family are only here for a short stay. Adapting to culture, adapting to different league, but do you know what? I love it here. I absolutely love it. It feels like home already. I love this league. I love how competitive it is. I love how coachable the players are. And I've got an incredible group of young women that I get. It's a privilege to work with every single day. So I'm very lucky.
Any more questions here? All right, Les, is there any more questions online? Just raise your hand. If not, we'll let Casey go.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thank
Have
you.
a nice evening. Come on, you lot. Let's get out of here.
Bye. Bye-bye.
You're having your 5 minutes, you lot, aren't you? Come on. Come on.
All right, joining us any second now, we have Jodie Taylor and Christen Westphal. So hang tight. All right, we're gonna. Oh, first you have Christen Westphal on the left side of your screen, and then Jodie Taylor here. We'll start out with their thoughts on the game, and then we'll open it up for questions. Jodie, go ahead. You want me to start?
I'll go.
Okay.
I think it was like a very hard fought 90 minutes. It was really cool to see how much we progressed coming off 2 hard losses on the road. So I think it shows how we are as a team. We're gritty and we're gonna work hard. And I think we also played really well and put in a really good shift. So I've just been excited to see our growth through each game. Especially there was a massive growth between last week and this game. So I was really proud of ourselves.
Yeah, just echo Chris, really. I think, coming off a tough couple of losses on the road, I think our mentality has been really good this week. I think we started really aggressive, front foot, high energy, which was what the plan was. But unfortunately, the goal we let in, and obviously losing Kelsey late on in the game. But I think it was just a gritty performance against a very good OL Reign team. We can't take anything away from them, the quality side of the experience. So all in all, I think we played well. I'll take a point given the circumstances.
Awesome. We're going to open up to questions here, and then please raise your virtual hand if you have questions online. Go ahead.
I have a question for you both. This San Diego team currently has the most nationally televised games scheduled for the season. What does that mean for the players and the team moving forward?
I think it's just really exciting for us to have that exposure and be able to show how good we are at being our first season and be able to show that, I don't know, we're just going to grow throughout the season. It'll be really exciting for people to see that.
I think, with the last CBS game and we broke records with that, it's exciting, it's nice. And, we feel fortunate. We're happy that we get to play on CBS again a couple of times this year. So, look, I hope we just keep getting the exposure and the attention that the game deserves.
Chris?
Jodie, how do you think the team has changed from the first Challenge Cup game to tonight?
I think we've grown, we're a new team. We're still gelling. We're still learning the league. Our staff are still learning the league too. It's been ups and downs, but I think the lessons that we had last week were priceless in my opinion. I think, going through them now early in the season before the league starts is great. And I'm glad that we faced that because we're only going to keep growing and keep getting better and better and stronger. So, I see it as a positive. I think as players, we kind of forget how new we are. We've only been together for 12 weeks. And if you think of it like that, I'm really pleased with where we're at and the performance we put out today. And, it's just important that we keep building on it.
Yes. So what does it mean for you to have that a lot of many little girls, all of them want to be just like you? How does it feel, that positive thing,
Yeah, look, it's inspirational. I think sometimes as a professional athlete, you kind of forget the role models that you are, and I guess the positivity and the inspiration that you spread into the next generation. Sometimes we just get caught up in the losses and the poor performances, and we can get a bit hard on ourselves and negative, but it's great to come here and have a home game and see how many little girls are just so happy to be here, and you can see the awe in their eyes. It's really rewarding and fulfilling, and it's nice to see, and it definitely gives us a boost, and we feel it on the pitch.
Have you seen this atmosphere in another stadium with the little girls?
So I feel like we have quite a lot here. The demographic of San Diego is a lot of young little girls and boys. We can't forget little boys in the stands too. I think just how compact the stadium is, and I think as a club we've done a great job of filling the stands too. So we appreciate that and the work that the club do behind the scenes to get the little girls and boys and the rest of the fans in the stands. So yeah, we appreciate it. We love it. We hope the fans keep coming back, as it really helps us on the field.
Tom, go ahead.
Sort of related to that question, do you like the smaller stadium and having the fans closer? It's much smaller than what you had in Portland and Seattle.
I honestly love it. I think it's like so quaint and so intimate, and it's nice to look up when I'm about to throw the ball in and just see like loads of fans and be able to hear them very loud. And yeah, I really enjoy the setup. I really enjoy the environment. Can't complain.
Yeah, no, it's nice, and it feels full, and it feels like there's more people here, but at the same time, we know we're going to be moving stadiums later in the year. Let's just hope we can fill those stadiums too and get even more thousands of people out at the games and make that field full. But no, we've enjoyed it so far, and like we said, we hope the fans just keep coming back, and we hope our fan base keep growing.
Steph online, go ahead.
Thank you. Hi guys. Perhaps quite soon to discover how you respond to going down to 10, but what's the feeling amongst the group and how you guys finished out the game and got a result here?
I think no matter how many people we have on the field, there's just a mentality that we've grown and really grown into of we're just going to fight for each other, and we wanted to do that for ourselves as a team. We wanted to do that for Kelsey, and I'm really proud that we could come together and finish out the game and not give up a goal and still be threatening. I mean, we still had a chance at the end of the game, and we were still creating and didn't panic, and I think that's huge that we were still grounded and still competed in the game and still showed up and fought really hard.
Yeah, I think our response was really good. It was a little unfortunate that we lost Kelsey, seeing as the ball did hit the referee. Regardless of the decision, I think we responded really well. I think tactically, we on the pitch, we knew what we were going to do. We went to 4-4-1. We went compact initially, probably didn't press as high just to make play predictable, which I think we did a good job at that. And obviously just picking up first and second ball. So I think in terms of executing a plan, being a player down, I thought we did a really good job. And like Chris said, we almost nicked the winner at the end. So really positive. Again, it's just another learning experience for us to take into the league.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to let these players go. Are there any last questions? Yep, we'll take 2 more questions. Go ahead, Chris.
You were quite emotional when Kelsey was given the penalty. But was that more helping out a teammate, or was it frustration with the officiating?
Yeah, you could say I was a little frustrated or emotional when the decision was made. It just felt like the Reign players got in the ref's ear a little bit during the break. It was unfortunate. The ball did hit the ref. I think the rules state that when the ball hits a referee, they should give a drop ball or they should give a free kick straight away. She didn't blow a whistle, and then Kelsey ended up making a foul. But at the end of the day, that's soccer, that's football, and these decisions are made, and we've just got to get on with it. And I think we all responded quite well. Yeah, a little emotion, a little frustration now, but we just got on with it and saw out the game. And like I said, we almost came away with a win. So again, pleased with everything. That stuff happens. Unfortunate for Kels, but it is what it is. And at least we're not in the league. So